Hi, my name is Shanteria Lumpkin-Sols, and I attend Latino University, and this is my presentation for my contemporary psychology class. Karen Horney. Karen Horney was a prominent psychoanalyst and psychologist known for her significant contribution to the field of psychoanalysis and her development of a unique psychoanalytic theory. Here's some background information about her. Her early life. Karen Horney was born on September 16, 1885, in Blankenese, Germany, now part of Hamburg. She was the second of four children in her family. Her father, Bernard Rankles Danielson, was a ship's captain, and her mother, Clotilde, was a religion and Oratorian woman. Her education. Horney pursued her education in medicine and psychiatry. She attended the University of Freiburg, the University of Göttingen, and the University of Berlin, where she earned her medical degree in 1913. Marriage and family. In 1909, Karen Horney married Oscar Horney, a law student at the time. They later moved to the United States, where they had 3 daughters. Her personal experience, including her marriage and motherhood, influenced her later work in psychoanalysis, her career and contribution. Horney initially trained in psychoanalysis with Carl Abraham and Hans Sachs in Berlin. She later became associated with Berlin Psychoanalytic Institution. Horney's approach to psychoanalysis began to diverge from traditional Freudian theory. She focused more on the social and cultural factors influencing personality development, in contrast to Freud's emphasis on sexual and institutional drives. Neo-Freudianism. Karen Horney is often considered one of the leading figures in the Neo-Freudian movement. She critiques and revises many of Freud's ideas, particularly his theory of penis envy and the Oedipus complex, proposing her own concepts like wound envy as an alternative. Psychoanalytic theory. Horney's psychoanalytic theory emphasized the importance of social and cultural factors in shaping personality. She believed that people have basic needs for safety, love, and self-esteem, and disturbance in meeting these needs can lead to neurosis. Her work laid the foundation for modern psychodynamic theories to consider the impact of early childhood experience and social influences on personality development. Published works. Karen Horney authored several influential books, including The Neurotic Personality of Our Times in 1937 and Self-Analysis in 1942. Her writings challenged the male-dominant psychoanalytic community and contributed to the development of female psychologists. Her legacy. Karen Horney's work has had a lasting impact on the fields of psychology and psychoanalysis. Her emphasis on cultural and society factors in personality development and her revision of traditional freedom concepts continue to influence modern psychological thought. Karen Horney passed away on December 4th, 1952 in New York City, leaving behind a rich body of work that continues to be studied and appreciated by psychologists and researchers today. The type of theory that she used. Karen Horney developed her own psychoanalytic theory, which is often referred to as neurofreedom or psychodynamic in nature. Her theory is distinct from Sigmund Freud's original psychoanalytic framework and is characterized by several key concepts. Here are a few concepts. Social and cultural influence. Horney believed that social and cultural factors played a significant role in shaping personality. She argued that the culture and society in which an individual lives have a profound impact on their psychological development. Basic anxiety. Horney introduced the concept of basic anxiety, which she describes as a preserved sense of helplessness and insecurity that arises in early childhood due to a lack of consistency, nurturing, and love care from primary caregivers. Basic anxiety is at the core of many neuroses, according to Horney. Neurotic needs. Horney identified 10 neurotic needs or coping strategies that individuals may develop to deal with basic anxiety. These needs include the need for affection and approval, the need for a partner who will take over one's life, and the need for power and control, among others. These needs represent maladaptive attempts to manage anxiety and gain a sense of security. Wound envy. In contrast to Freedom's concept of penis envy, Horney proposed the idea of wound envy. She suggested that men might experience envy or resentment towards women's ability to bear children, which could lead to the feeling of inadequacy and insecurity. Self-analysis. Horney engaged self-analysis as a means for individuals to gain insight into their own neurotic patterns and work towards personal growth and self-realization. She believed that self-awareness was a crucial step in overcoming neurosis. Psychotherapy. Horney's therapeutic approach focused on providing a supportive and empathic environment for patients to explore their inner conflicts and gain insight into their neurotic needs and behaviors. Her therapeutic style emphasized a collaboration relationship between the therapist and the patient. Horney's psychoanalytic theory represents a departure from Freedom's emphasis on innate drives and the role of sexuality in personality development. Instead, she highlighted the importance of interpersonal relationships, cultural factors, and the social environment in shaping an individual's psychological well-being. Her work laid the foundation for the development of later psychodynamic and humoric theories and contribution to a broader understanding of the complexity of human personality. How did Karen Horney contribute to the field of counseling? Karen Horney made significant contributions to the field of counseling through her unique psychoanalytic theory and her therapeutic approach. Her contributions can be summarized as follows. Emphasize on therapeutic relationships. Horney emphasized the importance of the therapeutic relationship between the counselor and the therapist and the client. She believed that a warm, empathetic, and non-judgmental therapeutic relationship was essential for clients to explore their inner conflicts and gain insight into their neurotic patterns. Self-analysis and self-help. Horney engaged self-analysis as a means for individuals to gain insight into their own neurotic tendencies. This concept aligns with the idea that individuals can engage in self-reflection and self-help to address their psychological challenges. This approach has influenced counseling methods that empower clients to take an active role in their personal growth and healing. Identification of the neurotic needs. Horney's identification of 10 neurotic needs provided counselors with a framework for understanding the underlying cause of clients' emotional distress and manipulative behavior. Counselors can use this framework to help clients recognize and address these needs as part of the therapeutic process. Culture and social factors. Horney emphasized on the influence of culture and social on personality development has contributed to more holistic approach to counseling. Counselors who are aware of the impact of the culture and society factors can better understand their clients' experience and tailor their interventions accordingly. Gender and feminist perspectives. Horney critiqued the freedoms theory, including her concept of wound envy as an alternative to the penis envy, contributed to the development of feminist perspectives in counseling. Her work challenged traditional gender roles and provided a foundation for exploring how gender and power dynamic affects psychological well-being. Collaboration and supportive counseling approach. Horney's therapeutic style emphasized collaboration between the counselor and the client. This client-centered approach, which prioritizes empathy and support, aligns with modern counseling practice that value the client's anatomy and agency in the therapeutic process. Influence on psychodynamic counseling. Horney's contribute to the field of the counseling are particularly evident in psychodynamic counseling approach. Her ideas about basic anxiety, neurotic needs, and the impact of early relationships have been integrated into psychodynamic theories and practice, which focus on understanding unconclusive processes and their influence on persons' perspective, behavior, and emotions. Overall, Karen Horney's work has had a lasting impact on the field of counseling by expanding the theoretic and practical framework available to counselors and therapists. Her emphasis on the role in the therapeutic relationship, self-awareness, and the social context of personality development continues to inform contemporary counseling practices and contributes to more holistic understanding of clients' experience. Compare and contrast the Karen Horney from a Christian worldview. Comparing and contrasting Karen Horney's psychoanalytic theory with the Christian worldview reveals both areas of compatibility and points of diverse. It's important to note that individuals with Christianity may hold varying introspectives and beliefs, so the comparison is not representative of all of Christian perspectives. Here are some key comparisons and contrasts. Human nature and sin. Horney's psychoanalytic theory emphasized the impact of early childhood experiences, social factors, and interpersonal relationships on human behavior and development. Her theory does not directly address concepts of sin and inherent human disparity. Christian worldview. Christianity often teaches the concept of original sin, which possesses that humans are born with a sinful nature due to the fall of Adam and Eve. This perspective views sin as fundamental aspects of human nature. Redemption and healing. Horney's approach to healing and personal growth involves self-awareness, self-analysis, and understanding one's neurotic needs and copying strategies. Her therapy is primarily secular and does not involve religious elements. Christian worldview. Christianity emphasizes redemption and healing through faith in Jesus Christ. Christians believe that forgiveness of sins and transformation can occur through a relationship with God and the power of the Holy Spirit. Healing is often seen as a spiritual journey. Morality and ethics. Horney's theory does not prescribe specific moral and ethical guidelines. Her focus is on understanding and addressing psychological conflicts and neurotic needs. Christian worldview. Christianity provides a moral and ethical framework based on the teachings of the Bible, including the Ten Commandments and the teaching of Jesus. It emphasized principles of love, compassion, and ethical behavior. Gender and sexuality. Horney challenged freedom's theories on gender, proposing concepts like wound envy as a alternative to penis envy. She explored the impact of sociology and cultural factors on gender and sexuality. The Christian worldview. Christians' perspective on gender and sexuality can vary, but many hold traditional views on gender roles and sexual ethics based on biblical teaching. Agency and responsibility. Horney's approach emphasized personal agencies and self-analysis. Clients are encouraged to take an active role in understanding and addressing their psychological issues. Christian worldview. Christianities often emphasize individual personalities for one's actions and choices, as well as the idea that individuals have free will to accept or reject faith. The role of religion. Horney's psychoanalytic theory does not incorporate religion or spirituality as central components of psychological development or healing. Christian worldview. In a Christian worldview, faith, prayer, and religion practice are seen as integral to one's relationship with God and spiritual growth. In summary, Karen Horney's psychoanalytic theories focus primarily on psychological development, while a Christian worldview encompasses boundaries, spiritual and moral dimensions. While there are differences between Horney's circular approach and Christian beliefs, individuals may interrogate elements of both perspectives in their personal understanding and counseling practice, depending on their individual beliefs and values. And that concludes my speech.